Hello, everyone, and thank you for joining me today. My name is James Sweat, and I will be discussing the 2019 Capital One data breach, one of the largest financial cybersecurity incidents in recent history. This breach exposed the personal information of over 100 million individuals in the United States and Canada. It served as a crucial case study on cloud security and poor cybersecurity practices. Today, I will just break down how the breach happened, its impacts, and key lessons we can learn to prevent similar incidences from happening in the future. Just some background on the event. On July 19th, 2019, Capital One discovered unauthorized access to its cloud storage hosted on Amazon Web Servers. The attacker, Paige Thompson, was a former AWS employee who exploited a misconfigured firewall to gain access through this breach. She stole highly sensitive customer data, which included social security numbers, credit card applications, and linked bank account details. This breach was made public on July 29th, 2019, after an internal investigation. Capital One worked with federal agencies to contain further damage, but the impact was already significant. How the attack occurred: Thompson used a hacking technique known as server-side request forgery. Essentially, this technique allowed her to bypass security measures and gain unauthorized access to AWS's servers and storage. Since she was an ex AWS employee, she had insider knowledge of AWS's infrastructure. With that knowledge, she found a vulnerability in Capital One's cloud security configuration. She stored the stolen data on GitHub, and eventually a GitHub user reported her, which ended up leading to her arrest. This attack highlighted a serious oversight in cloud security policies, proving that even major financial institutions can be vulnerable to cloud misconfigurations. The implications of this breach: the Capital One breach exposed multiple cybersecurity risks that affected many organizations today, including cloud security vulnerabilities, which include misconfigurations in cloud storage, as well as insider threats. Employees with inside knowledge can also pose significant risks to system security. The legal consequences, as well as customer impact. Millions of individuals were at risk of fraud and identity theft following Capital One's data breach. Companies that suffer data breaches often lose customer trust, impacting their long-term business reputation. These factors underline the importance of cybersecurity in organizations handling sensitive data. Here are some many ways that we can prevent from this occurring again, as well as lessons that we can learn from this. To prevent similar breaches, companies should implement the following for best practices: stronger access controls. We must restrict access to sensitive data with strict permissions and monitoring. Regular security audits. We must conduct routine checks for system vulnerabilities, as well as employee cybersecurity training, which involves educating employees on security best practices to prevent insider threats. Another one would be multi-factor authentication, which enforces strong authentication for privileged users. Compliance with data protection laws is one of the most important ones. You must follow strict security regulations to avoid legal and financial repercussions. Ultimately, the 2019 Capital One breach serves as a critical lesson for companies worldwide. It reinforced the importance of strong cloud security, insider threat prevention, as well as proactive monitoring. The attack also demonstrated that even large corporations can fall victim to simple security attacks. And it is a reminder that no organization is immune to cyber threats. To prevent future breaches, businesses must take security seriously by investing in better protections, as well as stronger policies and continuous monitoring. By learning from this incident, we can build a more secure future in cybersecurity.